Silence, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the chief guest is about to arrive. Kindly rise to welcome him. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiyaz Military, Sitare-e-Basalat. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. On behalf of the Bahria University, I, Dr. Nadia Imran, faculty member from the Department of Electrical Engineering, welcome you all to the third IEEE International Conference on Communication, Computing and Digital Systems. We start our proceedings with the name of Almighty Allah. I invite Engineer Zan bin Khalid, faculty member from the Department of Electrical Engineering, for recitation from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس قد جاءتكم موعظة من ربكم وشفاء لما في الصدور وهدى ورحمة للمؤمنين قل بفضل الله وبرحمته فبذلك فليفرحوا هو خير مما يجمعون صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. The Faculty of Engineering Sciences, Bahria School of Engineering and Applied Sciences is organizing the third IEEE International Conference on Communication, Computing and Digital Systems in collaboration with National Institute of Electronics in the beautiful city of Islamabad. C-Code is a platform for leading experts, researchers and professionals in the field of communication, computing and digital systems to come together and share their knowledge and ideas. It is indeed an honor and pleasure to invite the conference chair, Professor Dr. Atif Riza Jafri, Dean Faculty of Engineering Sciences, Bahria University, to present the concept note.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Honorable Chief Guest, Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiyaz Military, Sitare-e-Basalat. Guest of Honor, Honorable Chairman, Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed. Honorable Rector, Bahria University, Vice Admiral Asif Khalik, Hilal-e-Imtiyaz Military. Worthy Vice Chancellors, CEOs, invited speakers, participants, guests, faculty members, and dear students, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. On behalf of the organizing committee, I warmly welcome you all to the third International Conference on Communication, Computing and Digital System, C-Code 23. The objective of C-Code is to bring together researchers, scientists, industry leaders, and managers from within and outside Pakistan to share innovative ideas and stimulate discussion on emerging technology trends. Bahria University puts great focus on promoting research culture in the country and ensures its commitments to knowledge-based economy. For that, the Faculty of Engineering Sciences at Bahria University is playing a edge research for societal growth. The CCOD 23 manifests our consolidated efforts in this direction, and we are confident that it will further strengthen university-industry linkages to cater challenges like cyber security and sustainable development, both at national and international level. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to share that CCOD in its third edition received 156 high-quality submission in its 4 tracks of communication and security, computing, digital systems and signal processing, and smart and sustainable environments. The received submissions include submissions from USA, Canada, China, France, Italy, Turkey, South Korea, South Africa, and Saudi Arabia. More than 80 technical program committee members from all around the world reviewed these submissions. Based on the novel work in respective domains, only 31 submissions have been accepted for presentation in this conference, with an acceptance rate of almost 19%. Continuing our legacy of nourishing rich terms with renowned scholars and experts from academia industry, this year 6 foreign speakers from eminent international universities are joining us from UK, Spain, and Romania, and 10 distinguished national speakers are coming from all over Pakistan. It is worth mentioning that the conference is technically co-sponsored by IEEE. The proceeding of the conference will be published in IEEE Explorer and will be indexed by leading indexing services. Dear guests, I'm sure that this edition of CCOD will provide a platform for the participants to learn from the distinguished speakers, and this event will help promoting the research culture in the country by establishing new national and international linkages. Here, I would like to thank National Institute of Electronics for the wonderful support as co-organizer of this conference. I would also like to thank our valuable sponsors, Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, Pakistan Science Foundation, Pakistan Software Export Board, Telec Private Limited, Bank Islami, Bank Al Falah, and Jubilee Insurance for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great privilege to serve as the chair of CCOD 23 conference. I would take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to Rector Bahria University for his patronage and confidence in us. I am indeed grateful to CCOD organizers for putting up an amazing effort for the success of this event. Finally, I wish the participants very productive 2 days during the conference and a pleasant stay in Islamabad. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Atif Raza Jafri. Ladies and gentlemen, the Faculty of Engineering Sciences is proud to have a very strong patronage and unbounded support from Rector Bahria University for organizing CCOD 2023. Without further ado, I would like to request the Honorable Rector Bahria University, Vice Admiral Asif Khalik, Hilal Imtiaz Military, the patron of CCOD 2023, for his welcome note.
Honorable Chief Guest, Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiaz Military, Guest of Honor, Chairman, Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, Professor Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed, Senior Naval Officers, worthy Vice Chancellors and Rectors, Chief Executive Officers, sponsoring partners, Senior Management of Bahria University, respected international and national speakers and guests, distinguished academicians, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. On behalf of Bahria University, I welcome you all to the third International Conference on Communication, Computing and Digital Systems, C-Code 23, organized by Bahria University School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. I am thankful to you all for your very gracious presence here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel deeply honored to address this august house today. This conference is a manifestation of our commitment and dedication towards achievement of excellence in teaching and research through sharing of knowledge and expertise. In line with our vision and mission, Bahria University is committed to promote research through efforts within university and through engagement of distinguished academia at large. Events like C-Code facilitate productive dialogue and collaboration amongst participants and thus provide an invaluable opportunity for networking and further research endeavors. I'm pleased that C-Code has been able to attract researchers from across Pakistan and from various foreign countries. Today, more than 30 paper presenters from reputed institutions are in attendance, and we are honored to have presence of 16 national and international experts from academia and relevant industries who have joined us as invited speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, realizing the importance and relevance of the subject topic, the conference has 4 tracks with special focus on smart and sustainable environments that are designed in a way to provide innovative solutions to existing global research challenges. Smart and sustainable environments leverage digital innovations to enhance the quality of life, wherein application of advanced technologies, data-driven approaches, and sustainable practices can create efficient, interconnected, and environmentally friendly living spaces. Smart and sustainable environments also play a crucial role in optimizing resource use, protecting the environment, improving quality of life, driving economic growth, fostering citizen engagement, and building resilient communities. Now, all these elements are vital for creating a sustainable and inclusive future for both present and future generations. Today's fast-changing world calls for a close collaboration amongst researchers. Globalization represents many challenges as well as opportunities, and I do hope this year's C-Code will also highlight possible avenues for cooperation between the participants and come up with beneficial prospects and cutting-edge solutions which can positively impact computing, communications, and digital systems. Ladies and gentlemen, Bahria University has been playing its due role in grooming future leaders who can contribute towards positive transformation of the overall environment. However, this grooming cannot be attained without strong linkages with other stakeholders. Our mission clearly articulates a collective approach required to meet societal changes. We are therefore continuously making efforts to bridge the gap between our university, industry, and other educational institutions. This conference is in fact a clear manifestation of these efforts. Through such platforms, we are giving our students the opportunity to become aware of contemporary challenges, learn about possible solutions to solve real-life problems, and acquire new knowledge in their respective domains. This way, our university is putting in efforts to convert the unusually high youth population of Pakistan into a wonderful opportunity that can render its services for development of our systems and organizations. We are heading for a future where educational institutions will increasingly be judged by the impact of graduates they produce and the success of their alumni. Let me say that we at Bahria University are leaving no stone unturned to meet all these requirements and to have a positive impact on our society. In the end, I'd like to appreciate the organizers for their efforts in arranging this conference. We are equally grateful to our valuable partners and sponsors for their generous support. I also want to thank all our local and international speakers for being with us in this event, and we look forward to their valuable input during the proceedings of the conference. I realize that you are fully dedicated to the technical sessions and discussions which will follow, but I also do hope that you will take time out to network and enjoy this fascinating capital of Pakistan. Finally, I would once again like to thank the chief guest and the guest of honor for gracing the occasion, and I wish the participants productive 2 days at the 3rd International Conference on Communication, Computing, and Digital Systems. I thank you all.
Thank you very much, Rector Sir. In recent years, there have been several exciting new trends in 3D image processing and applications, transforming the way we perceive and interact with digital content. These advancements have opened a multitude of possibilities across various fields. Ladies and gentlemen, Bahria University is honored to have an eminent international scholar with us, Professor Dr. Enrique Nava Brau. Professor Dr. Enrique Nava is a distinguished academic and researcher affiliated with the University of Malaga, Spain. He has developed his research work in the field of interdisciplinary applications of signal and image processing in collaboration with medical, chemical, biological, and industrial fields. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Professor Dr. Enrique Nava Brau.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you very much. It's a real honor for me just to be here again in Pakistan for the 4th time. It's always a pleasure for me just to come here to this land of hospitality that I feel like a kind of second home. Thank you very much. After that, because my talk is about 20 minutes, I want just to start as soon as possible. The idea of my topic is 3D image processing application, and everything starts for example, in the medical science, where Röntgen was in the late of the 19th century, was able just to obtain the first radiographies of the hand of his wife Bertha, that you can see in the middle of on the screen. Just after building the devices that they are making in their own lab. At this time, the photography is considered, the two-dimensional information was considered promising new tool for understanding the world. And this is just to see what is hidden with the X-ray, provide an enormous advance to the medical diagnosis. You can see how it's increasing with actual radiograph, what is the increase of resolution, contrast, and understanding of the image. But in 3D image processing really began in the medical science with the works of Hans in 1975. That he was a professor of physical science, that he was able just to build the first computed tomography scanner. He is himself inside just making the first scan of a human brain that is combined of different slices of photographs, that it can be a model of the three-dimensional structure of the brain. This is the first image that they was able to obtain in 1975, and this is the actual, an actual example. This is at this time they have to be just to be able just to obtain this kind of images. He has to combine physical knowledge with engineering knowledge just to make that machine, and also a mathematical advance in the field of data reconstruction techniques. Sorry. This. Now we are able just to make more complicated 3D reconstruction with this technique even combining different techniques, in this case with computer tomography, just to see and explore better what this is. In the medical science, the human body inner organs of the human body, but this a lot of work is needed just to understand better and present that, because we have a lot of information together with this. We are able just to use develop application for vascular disease diagnosis, just using color as an additional information. That color is not true, it's just face pseudo color, just to be able just to understand better most this kind of information. And there is another kind of 3D image processing that using video, for example, for colon cancer diagnosis, we are able just to, using computer tomography, just to to produce video of the hidden of the colon of the human body, just to find the cancer polyps without invasive tools. This is called virtual colonoscopy. In 3D image possibilities, there are many kind of possibilities. 2D, a typical photograph is a two-dimensional in space. We can add another coordinate, another dimension in space, the theta axis, to obtain 3D image processing, but we can also have 3D in spectrum, for example, adding color, that this is similar to the human interpretation of the spectrum, and also we can add more than 3 spectrum bands, just to obtain what is called hyperspectral, just more similar to the chemical analysis of the, just to obtain hidden information. Also, we can add to the image 3-dimensional in time, just to obtain video, and also in modality. For example, in medical science, we can use computer tomography, but magnetic resonance, obtaining different information and combine all of them together, or nuclear medicine. So with different data, using image processing fusion techniques. Or we can have a combination of all of them. So in that case, we can talk about 4-dimensional, 5-dimensional, 6-dimensional, and this is the many other possibilities. Just to show you some examples of how it is evolving for classical spatial 3-dimensional, we can take several photographs with several 2-dimensional cameras, and using photogrammetry technique, we can combine all of them just to obtain a full area of the object we are trying to do. We can do the same with video camera. Yes, because video camera in time, we are processing we are obtaining many frames, and we can, with the help of a camera and object movement model, we can combine in the same way with photogrammetry techniques. So, for example, we take this kind of infrared images of a human area with a 2-dimensional camera or several cameras, and we can combine in a single image just to obtain a full picture of the image. But this is still 2-dimensional. But also we can do the same if we have a model just to obtain 3-dimensional models. So because we are mimicking the way that we are seeing with 2 eyes, because we are a kind of stereo vision, but in that case we can say not two eyes, but many eyes. So we can obtain better 3-dimensional reconstruction. This is one possibility, but the field I am working in my research project recently is with the head of the development of 3-dimensional camera, direct 3-dimensional camera. For example, for this kind of technology, there are different technology has been applied by different manufacturers. There are some of them, they are using LIDAR technology, that is some other use time of flight with laser time measurements, and we are, in my case, I am using plane optic technology. That this is a kind of optical technology. The challenge for this kind of 3-dimensional cameras for all the technologies is the same. We need a higher resolution cameras, but just to obtain real application. It means more pixels and also more computational cost, and this is a huge increase because they are three-dimensional. We need sometimes we need to have some control of the environment with the illumination, avoiding reflective surface, to deal with blurriness, and also there is a kind of issue with resolution. For example, the cameras we are working in our actual research project are able just to obtain resolution of about 100 microns, but even we are trying just to do even better. But this is, for example, one example of what we can obtain with this kind of camera. You have two real models, they are prototypes. The APICube camera is a USB camera, and the APICam camera is a camera designed for a cellular phone. This is because they have MIPI, that is the technology used in the cellular phones. What we obtain with this kind of camera, we obtain a photograph or RGB image you can see in the right top area, that this is similar to any other camera, but at the same time we are able to obtain a depth map. A depth map means the distance to the camera for the objects in any pixel. So in that camera is about 1 million pixels. So we have to be able to obtain 1 million distance measurement, and we are coding in that way with colors. Red means closer, blue means far. Also, for example, this is another example, but that is how this technology is working. This is a photograph of mine in my lab, and this is what the depth map. The depth map is usually computed in the discontinuity of the image, in the edge borders. So with that edge border, we are able just to compute what is called point cloud projection that we can see for any point of view in the three-dimensional space. There are two particular visions. So we are obtaining a sparse three-dimensional matrix that they have to be processed with new algorithms for image processing. That this is different for the previous one. For example, what is the application we are trying to develop? For example, we are very interested in gesture recognition for hand tracking, because sometimes it's very difficult with two-dimensional video just to obtain this kind of hand tracking, but with the additional information of the distance, we are able just to recognize easier the hand control and also the gesture recognition, even with the several fingers together. And also, another application, it could be real-world distance measurements, because we have for logistics of manufacturing application of very complex objects, we are able just to obtain accurate 3D model just with very high precision, that it can be used for quality testing and control at the same time, improving the quality of manufacturing in the industry. Also, we are working even, we are able, because this technology is very good with edge, they detect the measurement in the edge, we are able just to measure texture. That is sometimes is very difficult to quantify in some kind of manufacturing industry. This is one real example of the RGB image, the depth map, and also a kind of projection of the 3D model of the object. And of course, we are able to work in metrology, because we have a resolution below 1 millimeter. So in that case, we are able just to obtain very precise measurement of the size and structure of, for example, in this case, for cubes. What is the differences between different technology? I usually prefer just to show you with an example. This is an example of a bicycle wheel. They have the values that they are they need high resolution just to be seen. And this is the second image is what we obtain with our camera, with panoptic camera. we are able just to obtain very high resolution on the borders of the object, not so, so good, the same kind of resolution on the far object that they are behind the bicycle wheel. But this is another example with, for example, for LiDAR technology is used by Apple for the high-end cellular phones like iPhone 11. And this is the map is able to obtain a good measurement distance with lower accuracy, but at the same time lower resolution at this moment. Probably they are improving in next year. And also another top manufacturer of cellular phones, like Huawei, they are working with time of flight cameras. Time of flight needs a set of sensors, light sensors, just because they have to measure the distance of the return, the time the light go and back to the camera, and this is the image obtained with the same object. Another application we are developing this kind of application for 3D image processing is education. We are using, for example, this is a real capture of our teaching in medicine for medical school in the University of Malaga. You can see a lecture room in practice online. It was this project has been run for more than 10 years, and the avatars are the students. And the professor is able just to do in this Second Life computer system. This is Second Life is very popular into the young people for gaming, but we use for serious purpose like teaching. So this project has been proved that the education is similar, but we are even trying to improve with real like in virtual conference, just to have a real 3D image of the face, of the head of the student, that it will be, for the avatar, that it will be improved the feeling of physical, just avoiding the difference between physical and online system, that they have some also disadvantage. For another idea, another line of application is underwater image processing. This is an example of underwater sled used by the Marine Science Research Institution in Spain for fisheries purposes. So this is equipped with a kind of cameras and a kind of sensors. And this is the idea is just to obtain a video capture of the soil of the bottom of the sea, 500 meter depth. This is we are basically seeking for the holes. You can see there they are Nephros barrocks, just to be able to estimate the density for fisheries sustainability purpose. So this kind of is very difficult for image processing, two-dimensional, but it could be useful if we obtain a model of the soil in a 3D space. Also, we are working with classical image processing that can be benefit for the 3D technology, like but underwater image processing has a lot of difficulties for the point of view, because electromagnetic light, they have a distortion because the high attenuation on the sea. So we have to face all the kind of, with more or less classical techniques that we are adapting to three-dimensional images. Also, we have, I would like just to finish, just to talk about another three-dimensional capability, that this could be called a hyperspectral. For example, in hyperspectral, this is an example of a satellite images. You can see three in the bottom left side. With a single band, we obtain a grayscale image. With several, like Landsat, multispectral, we are able just to obtain color and some other information. They are more useful, but with hyperspectral, we are able just to obtain more information that is hidden to the human vision system. For example, in the application on the right side, there is a drone that is able, with this kind of hyperspectral camera, that is able just to do remote chemical imaging at the same time. So this is able just to detect that this is particular air is composed by different component chemicals. And also is useful in particular for agricultural application. In agricultural application, hyperspectral is able just to analyze phytopathology, but it needs a collaboration with sensor, electronic people, image processing people, machine learning, and also agriculture people. So that is a multidisciplinary challenge. This is not a paper for me, this is just an example. That this is what the new trends of possibilities are deployed. In fact, this is an increased use of image processing in many applications, but this technology, in summary, is here. Now it's starting. We have 3D printers that many of us we are using. 3D television was some experiences in the past, not too much successfully, in my opinion. And 3D mobile phone is a big trend for the high bands. So, but at the same time, new challenges, more complex computer image processing is required. So, in summary, I just finished with just this picture. One image is worth more than 1,000 words. This is a proverb, a common proverb. But in fact, I guess in the future, one 3D image is worth more than 1 million words. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Enrique Nava, for your deeply engaging presentation and valuable insight on 3D image processing and applications. Worthy guests, the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan is a regulatory body that oversees and regulates the higher education sector in the country. Established in 2002, the HEC has played a crucial role in transforming and improving the quality of higher education institutions across Pakistan. Worthy guests, it is our great honor to have the Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed, with us today. Please join me in welcoming Chairman HEC, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed, to share his views.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiaz Military, Honorable Rector, Vice Admiral Asif Khaliq Saab, Hilal-e-Imtiaz Military, Vice Chancellors, officers, Rector, distinguished guests, participants, speakers, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I'm honored and to be humbled being here today in this August gathering. Every time, Rector Sahab, I visited this institution, I see different things happening. And this is life, basically, and I appreciate the good work done by this institution. And we are proud that, mashallah, Bahria University is emerging as one of those best universities in Pakistan. And credit go to the sponsors, of course, our Naval Foundation, and the faculty members, the administration, the leadership, that, mashallah, one of the better, good institutions in Pakistan we can see in development. Professor Nava, thank you very much sharing with us the wonders of science and technology. And you know, we the Muslims were given this lesson that even if you have to recognize your God, Creator, you have to investigate. We were not giving order that you accept him as a God. It was said in the message that see, look around you what is happening. And if there are signs for the wisdom people. And I think this is the science basically. And the way science is evolved, ladies and gentlemen, we used to hear and we used to read that the technology is changing in 100 years. Previously, it was taking 1 century to go to next stage, to next stage, to next technology, doubling of the knowledge, basically. Slowly, it shifted to decades, then to years, and I think it is now a matter of the few hours, maybe, that you can have the doubling of knowledge taking place in the world. What does this mean to us as an educationist, our professor, our researcher, ladies and gentlemen? And I appreciate the lady was introducing HEC as a regulator. We are not only regulator, we are also facilitator. We are not only facilitator, but we are also working as a team with our academia, with our researcher, with our universities. And the bottom line is, Excellencies, Honorable Chair, Chief Guest, ladies and gentlemen, whatever we are doing, does it have some impact, positive impact on society or for human beings? So I'm happy that we are also shifting toward that mindset. And these type of conferences are very important for networking, for sharing of knowledge, and looking for possibility that how can we complement each other. The science is not anymore the monodiscipline or those cocoon type of science where you just focus on your own area. It is more of interdisciplinary approach, basically. As Professor was indicating, the use of these 3D imaging in agriculture and precision agriculture, basically, and going in the marine sciences and looking different dimension of those things, not only in marine, but the medical sciences also. So this is the beauty of science, ladies and gentlemen. That is why they say wonder of science and technologies. And I'm very happy that, mashallah, you are saying that around 10, the Dean Sahab was mentioning that around 10 participants from other countries, they are also participating. This is again, I always use a word that during this era when we have so many problems internationally due to good neighbors around us or bad neighbor around us, education is a very important tool to play its role in education diplomacy. We can use this tool because education is the only field where any scientist, any researcher, professor came from Spain to share his findings. So they are very open, they want to disseminate, share they don't want to hide anything. The best outcome, the best achievement of a professor is that his work has been shared, recognized, or quoted, basically. They call it citation impact, right? So we have to utilize these opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. In Pakistan, alhamdulillah, in the last 22 years, our researcher, our educations, they have done wonders in Pakistan as far as the number is concerned. Honorable Chief Guest, that when HEC was created in 2002, the total publication, one of those indicators in the science or research is how many publications you do in good journals, basically. At that time, total publication were almost 850 or 800 coming out of Pakistan. Today, we have crossed the number of 30,000 per year publication from Pakistan, and credit go to these faculty members. And HEC stand committed, the government of Pakistan, in even this difficult time also. They tried to help our academia, our researchers, that they should go ahead with their research, their education activities. And alhamdulillah, things are working fine. But the time has changed now, ladies and gentlemen, especially to our academia people, that enough of those CV enhancing publication, the number games. Society is asking us, what are you doing for us? What is the benefit of whatever publication you have done, whatever research any university has done? So my request to you at this very August event, so many researchers are sitting here, the leadership is sitting here, that whenever you do any research, whenever you plan anything, please keep human being in your mind. Any research, any activity which has no impact on society, on individual or humanity, I think it is wastage of time and resources. Especially a country like Pakistan, which have so many unfortunate dynamics, man-made, friend-made issues in Pakistan. We have to go quickly, catch up with the rest of the world. Yes, we do basic research. We go for creation of, again, knowledge. But same time, we need to focus more on impact-based research, which can solve our local issues, which can solve our human miseries. Look around us, what is happening, the climate change, big way. The COVID was there a couple of years back. Even so-called developed society, they were also suffering. And being Muslim, we know that it was told to us that at the end of the world, when the Qiyamah will be coming, there will be a lot of these type of things happening around you. Zalzale aayenge, tufan aayenge, bimariyan aayenge. So we need to be ready and we need to be responsive. The society is looking towards you, that though you are the beacon house, you will be providing a solution. Whether it is the food security, whether it is the climate change, whether it is the drought, very severe things coming to Pakistan, already we are there. Whether it is the energy crisis, and whether it is that these are the challenges of technology, the way technology is emerging, the way new things are coming. So at this event, I just want to request that please buckle up. Let's work like a team. And please take advantage of these foreigner partners. They have done wonders. Let's catch up. Professor, in Pakistan, we have wonderful people. I saw one Pakistani name there in one of your pictures when in the marine study, one Pakistani researcher, I believe his name was Pakistani, he must be from this area. But we are missing some essential ingredients there. We have to learn from you people. But believe me, if you will start interacting with our people, you will also get many help from us. So important thing is we have to work together, we have to collaborate, we have to cooperate. But the objective should be very clear that we have to work for humanity. I'm not saying population of Pakistan, I'm not saying only focus on Spanish people, but humanity. I think if this is the objective, we can achieve so many things. For my Pakistani researchers, you will be pleased to note that even this difficult time, when Pakistan is having so many issues, domestic, international, financial crisis, the government stand committed for the development of higher education sector in Pakistan. I can share one good news with you. I think first time I'm sharing with this forum. This year, our allocation on development project was 42.9 billion for Pakistan, our universities project, development project. Never happened that we received 100% whatever they have allocated. They allocate big numbers just for cosmetic effect, but later on, actual thing is a release and utilization. On top of that, we were having difficulties due to these floods and other things. But you will be pleased to note that last month, we were able to get 100% 42.9 billion from government and given to universities for their development project, for their research. This shows the commitment of the state, the people of Pakistan, the government, that we stand committed for the cause of education and particularly in higher education sector. Doesn't matter how difficult time it is for the nation, the priorities are there. So now it is on us, me as a professor, you as a professor, the head of the institution, that how quickly we respond to the need and challenge of the society. With the hope that this forum, mashallah, and the area which you have addressed, you are addressing this is the area of, very interesting area of today and tomorrow. The way technology is transforming, we might not need these type of auditorium in future. We might not need bricks and mortar in future. Your mobile is going to be your university, your mobile is going to be your professor, the mobile is going to be your lab. Am I right, Professor? Good. So let's work with this objective that we don't want to be left behind. We are already late. We need to start, leap start, basically jumping. Let's do hand-holding with each other and work together for humanity. I think this is the message. I wish you all the best for these next couple of days. I believe the outcome of these type of interaction not only will help that our Pakistani institution, our Spanish institution, our British institution, or other country institution, because there are so many opportunities, Erasmus Plus, joint research program, and so many other initiatives are there, opportunities are there. Let's try to get benefit of those things and go out of our own cocoons and think about others, think about society, think about the future world, basically. I think this is the hope, and we stand in Pakistan committed as the government of Pakistan and Higher Education Commission to help and facilitate our academia, our researchers, our universities. They should play their important role in the socio-economic development of this country. At the end, I'll just request whatever recent thing we have seen in Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, these are heartbreaking. Whatever we have seen, the intolerance in our society, I think also this is our responsibility of academia, the professors. We need to come forward and tell our society this is not the way. We have to create awareness that tolerant societies are better societies. And as Pakistan has to develop, we all have to develop together. So I will request, I have already requested your Honorable Rector, that after maybe 4 or 5 weeks, when this dust will settle down, we will try to play our role to bring people at a platform, apolitical, that how to live together and let other people live together. With these thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you best of luck. Thank you very much, Rector Saab, giving me this honor. And Honorable Chief Guest, thank you, sir, for giving us this honor. Academia always feel pride when the leader like you, they sit among themselves and listen to their ideas, listen to their vision, and they also expect support from you, and we are also there to help you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed. We are privileged by the presence of Honorable Chief Guest, the Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiaz Military, Sitare Basalat. We thank you for embracing the event as a Chief Guest, sir. It is an immense pleasure welcoming you to Bahria University, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiaz Military, Sitare Basalat. I request the Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan to share his kind thoughts with us.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem. Vice Admiral Asif Khalik, Rector Bahria University, Guest of Honor Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed, Chairman Higher Education Commission, distinguished speakers, worthy guests, participants, faculty members, and dear students, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. It is a pleasure and privilege for me to be at the third International Conference on Communication, Computing and Digital Systems, C-Code 23. I am pleased to know that C-Code initiative of Bahria University has been consistent in bringing eminent scientists, engineers, and technologists to afford a platform for sharing knowledge, new scientific contributions, and industrial collaboration in these key areas. Whenever I am at such forums, it reminds me of my younger days.
I was a young officer posted on a ship, and that ship we were required to bring back from United States of America. This is back in 1988-89. And I was a departmental officer. My executive officer was number 2 on the ship. And since we were requiring a new ship, so he wanted a brief on the work done by us on daily basis. So when I reported him one day, I told him about my department, that this is what I did today. He asked me about another department, as to what happened in that department. I said, sir, I don't know, because I was only focusing my own. He said, remember, do your own work and keep an eye on the others also. Right? These forums provide an excellent opportunity where others are ready to come and share their work with you. So you get on a plate what we on the ships were expected to do ourselves, try and go and see what is happening with the others, and then be able to brief our superiors. So this sharing of knowledge, which everyone is ready to do through such seminars, is a very excellent opportunity that you all have in this field. And we must learn from the others' experience. And as they say that an intelligent is he who learns from others' experience. And experience comes through bad judgment. Until and unless you don't make judgments, you don't get experience. So where is the knowledge available? I was very recently in China. You all know about the growth of China and the way they are growing every day. And as they say now that Chinese growth is unstoppable, and which I saw myself, that they have embarked upon so heavily that probably it will be very difficult to stop them growing. So they have made strides in almost every field. Two things come to my mind, because as I said that intelligent is he who learns from others' experience. Although there is a need to work ourselves on different fields, but those fields which have already been worked upon. One is, since we are an agri-based country, our economy is agri-based, so there is huge potential as far as the agriculture is concerned. There have been so many advances and innovations and research done in the field of agriculture that our Consul General in Guangzhou shared with me that what we get from 100 acres, Chinese are getting from 2 to 5 acres, which means 20 times more growth. When I was in class 5 or 6, I visited my ancestral village in Gujranwala somewhere. And what I saw then, I saw the same thing happening about 2 months back in Faisalabad. I went to another relative of mine. The way they were making good, I don't know what is the Angrezi for good. Back in 70s, I still saw the same process being followed in 2023. Our farmers haven't adopted the new things. The food security is a big challenge that is facing us today, that is facing the world. So this is one dimension, I think, where if our universities focus and get the farmers and the big landowners on board, I think we can make a big difference to the society. As Professor Mukhtar said, that if our work does not help our society, that work is of no use. So more application-based innovations and work that we require to do. Second, the world has learned a lot in use of water. The water shortage is another thing which is haunting us. It is round the corner. And we continue to do our agriculture based on our old practices where a lot of water is wasted. And we can learn from other countries who have adopted modern means of irrigation, and with little water they can, produce a lot. And so on and so on. If we only pick agriculture, I think we can turn around this country, which is very badly needed. Professor Mukhtar said a very good thing, and I liked it really very much. I'll give you an example. When I was studying, I was doing my master's in Beijing University of Aeronautics and Astronautics. And my subject was such, I was studying underwater acoustics. So I was in many classes, I was the only student and a professor. And we as the Pakistanis are, we would like to waste professors' time in other things than you really, get into the actual subject. So it was very difficult for me to engage, being single student, to engage the professor into any other thing. So one day I learned that Chinese embassy in Belgrade has been attacked by the US. So I thought that, I have a good topic to engage the professor today for at least 5-10 minutes so that, he would teach less. So the next morning I went to the class and asked the professor and tried to, consult with him and condole with him that something very bad has happened. And the professor said, why it has happened to us? I said, Professor, you tell me. It has happened to us because we are weak. The day we become strong, it will not happen to us. Now, I will try to relate what Professor Mukhtar has said today. If that is the resolve of the professor of the university, that we have to make their country strong, the kind of plague that we have been hit in Pakistan today, and if there is a realization in our professors, in our lecturers, in our teachers, that we have to eradicate this menace from the society, I think we can make a very, very big contribution in this country. And I think, Professor Mukhtar, I would appreciate really that, as you said, that when the dust settles in a few weeks, if something very big can be embarked upon to really gel the society back again, and let's be more tolerant, let's be more patient. I give another example also. In Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has emphasized on a number of things. And one of the things which has been emphasized most is patience, sabr. And one of the things of really practicing sabr is listening to the other's opinion, is listening to a differing opinion. We all see that we are not ready to listen to the difference of opinion of the others. We think whatever I say is correct, and I am not ready to listen to any other. So if we also start following Quran and exercise sabr, listen to the other, we would interrupt halfway and try to impose our own way. So be patient, listen to the other's point of view, and you will in fact be following what the Quran says. I'm also strong proponent, as I said, of adopting new fields. And as very aptly has been said, we are already too late in many fields. In the Navy, I felt that we are late as far as adopting to the artificial intelligence is concerned, because almost all the systems on board ships, be it engines or generators or auxiliary machinery or weapons or sensors, they are more and more now more technical, more computer-based, more knowledge-based, more AI-based. So the education that we were giving to our sailors and officers was not aligned really, and we were still teaching old subjects. So we have shifted to the mechatronics instead of teaching the normal engineering of the marine engineering that we used to do. Because the marine engines of today are not only the simple marine engines, they also involve a lot of other sophisticated systems attached to it. So I think that will help us in adopting to technology, although we are late, but as they say, it's never too late. And similarly, we are also teaching the AI subjects to our sailors and apprentices. I requested when I took over Bahria University to open a separate department for AI, which they have. They have embarked upon it, and I have also urged the university to be the brand name and to be the top of the line as far as the AI is concerned in the country. I am sure one day Bahria University will reach to that level also. We will continue, the Navy will continue to patronize, give its due patronage to the Bahria University for whatever endeavors they make in future. We will support, and we would, as the professor has said, the support and facilitations and other things that we require from the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan. As the professor has said, that 100% allocation given and distributed, I think that's a very big sign, and we would like to benefit as a Bahria University from your initiatives also, sir. My talk normally does not finish without quoting to Allama Iqbal, and I learned this only about, I think, 2 years ago during a seminar conducted by the same university, and it was on Dr. Iqbal. And his grandson, Mr. Walid Iqbal, was also here. And he shared, and I am sure, and I urged some of the students and the faculty to look more into it. I intended to, but I could not find time. We know Allama Iqbal as a philosopher, as a poet. We read his poetry, and then that's about it. Allama Iqbal was also a very strong proponent of technical and vocational education, and in his lot of writings we find this. So I think that aspect is known to very little. We need to dig more about it and learn what we were saying. What I'm trying to say is that he, about 7 or 8 decades ago, was saying the same what we are talking today, but we unfortunately did not learn as much in these technical and vocational fields as the others have, or as we should have. So I'd like to, mention about only 2 couplets of Allama Iqbal. This is in Urdu. I'll read it in Urdu and have it and translate it into English as well for those who don't understand Urdu. किस तरह हुआ कुंद तेरा नश्तर तहकीक, किस तरह हुआ कुंद तेरा नश्तर तहकीक, होते नहीं क्यों तुझसे सितारों के जिगर ताक. How has your lancet of research been blunted? Why do you not dissect open the hearts of the stars? This is what he said about 7-8 decades ago. And at another place, जो आलम ईजाद में है साहिब ईजाद, जो आलम ईजाद में है साहिब ईजाद, हर दौर में करता है तवाब उसका ज़माना. And this is translated as, he who creates in this world of creativity, nations revolve around him in all ages. So this is the this is what Dr. Allama Iqbal has said, and in the end I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the participants of this conference for their participation and passion for research. With the inauguration of this international conference, I look forward to extensive and focused scientific deliberations through technical sessions of high caliber and value. I must commend Bahria University in collaboration with the National Institute of Electronics, the organizers and sponsors for coming together and holding this important event in a conducive and befitting manner. I wish you all a successful event and exciting 2 days at the conference. I thank you all. Bahria University Zindabad, Pakistan Paindabad.
Thank you, Honorable Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan, for your insightful words. Now, I would request the Honorable Chief Guest, the Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Yazi, Nishan-e-Imtiaz Military, Sitare Basalat, to present the shields to our speakers. I would also request Rector Bahria University to accompany the chief guest. Firstly, I would request Honorable Chief Guest to present the shield to the Conference Chair, Professor Dr. Atif Raza Jafri. Now, I would like to call our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Enrique Nava Baro. Now I request Honorable Chief Guest to present the shield to the Guest of Honor, Chairman HEC, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed. I now request Patron C Code, Rector Bahria University, to present a souvenir from Bahria University to Honorable Chief Guest, the Chief of Naval Staff of Pakistan, Admiral Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi, Nishan-e-Imtiaz Military, Sitare-Basalat. Now I request the international speakers and executive committee members to please come on stage for the conference photograph. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the opening ceremony. Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Guest, for your precious time. We will have a refreshments break now. After the break, the conference sessions will commence. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.